Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole and here on We Mama I do lots of motherhood, lifestyle, cleaning and organisational videos. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video to help support my channel. Welcome back guys. As you can see, I finally got a much needed haircut. Oh god, just looking back on older videos makes me want to cringe so much, but you know, I've got nobody down here to help me out with babysitting. Don't know anybody, don't know any hairdressers, so long story short, I finally found one, put them in, and I got a shop. But I've just not been asked to do anything with it, so I've literally just come out the shower and it's clean. That's enough. Hopefully when the mums will get me. Today's video is Didier's 7-month update. I'm not gonna lie, I am very behind. We are currently in October, so he's actually nearing 10 months. I've just had a bit of a battle with my technology side of things. I had a camera, I had memory cards, I filmed everything, all his recent updates, and all my memory cards decided to play up. I couldn't upload anything. I am just cursed when it comes to any kind of technology, and to cut a long story short, basically I'm having to refilm everything again. So aside from all my woes and troubles and moans, let's just get straight into it. So as Diddy has just turned 7 months, I've kept everything written down. I've also decided to not film with him here. My last video was just a bit of a mess. He was all over the place. I was literally constantly feeding him snacks. Mum hack. So while he's at nursery and I've got a bit of spare time, I just thought, right, get in there and I'll just film everything and then I'll just add in clips so you can see him. And by the way, there's no point in me putting him into this video. As I mentioned earlier, we are a bit ahead, so he's just not going to look like 7 months. He's going to be clearly older than his 7 months. So at 7 months, Didier is starting to make lots of different sounds, new ones, just babbling kind of, just they're more prolonged. Before it was just kind of him finding his voice a bit, and now he's obviously found out what it can do. So he's very funny. He will just sit and chatter to himself. He likes to go like mum, 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 and he'll just sit and shriek and just go ah. It's just so funny. When you're walking down the street, you'll just hear ah. Along with squeaking, he'll just kind of go his little like sounds, they're hilarious. And he has also started blowing raspberries, which is quite funny. He'll just be in the pram and he'll just be frowning and just go like blah, 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 blah. And also in the bath on his changing mat. Yeah, he just likes to, he's just discovering all of his mouth at the moment. In my last video I mentioned that he was crawling. Now he crawls so fast. I am so paranoid about everything. He's almost sprinting. I've noticed that he's not kind of doing any of the kind of movements just yet. Like I know the baby's kind of bum shuffle. He's literally just on all fours, and if he sees something that he wants, it's like pew, he's gone. Like if I notice that he's heading for something, see I've got a cup of tea in my hand, I'm just like, he's gonna go for it. And I'm like, I better go and distract him. Before I can even put my tea down, he is gone and he is headed for it. Along with crawling, he is also pulling himself up on everything. So we've had to install like drawer clips and cupboard locks. My husband is screaming at me. I feel like I'm back at work because I work with children, and so I've already broken quite a few because I just forget they're there. So I open the drawer and everything just goes ping, like all the little clasps. So, oh, it's not ideal, but yeah, he likes to put himself up on the kitchen drawers and just stand there. And at the moment he is just kind of getting his balance, and then he'll like maybe just do like a little squat on the drawer and then fall back down again. That's kind of as far as it is at the moment. He still loves his walker. You put him in it and he'll just zoom about. You literally have to watch your ankles though, because he's so fast. He'll just go, and like downstairs we've got like laminate flooring, so he just goes so fast, and next thing you know it's just like fall back straight to your ankles. It's painful. He is still loving all of his food. He's still loving all of his food, and we're still doing baby-led weaning. We are still doing baby-led weaning, like half and half. He still has his purees, and we still offer him bits. As long as he's eating, he's not really fussed, he just wants his food, and if you don't shovel it in fast enough, then he will get upset. At the moment, his sleeping pattern is still going down to bed at 6, and then he will kind of wake up at around 11 for a bottle, and then he'll tend to wake up at around 3, and then 6 o'clock. With his food, he will have a bottle just before he goes to bed, and when he first wakes up in the morning, and then after his first bottle he will have his food. So if he'll have his bottle at around 6 o'clock, then at 9 he'll have, say, toast, and then 12 and 3 o'clock he'll have a meal again. Sometimes he will have little snacks in between if we're eating and he sees us eating. We'll give him like a little bit of fruit or whatever kind of food we have with us. At the moment he's still he's not really eating with us so much. Like sometimes I'll eat with him, if you know what I mean, but he'll have his own separate food, so I'm not at that stage where he's eating what I'm eating at the moment. He is really starting to have a good play with everything. He loves his certain toys. At the moment it's more his his ball pit and the wooden blocks. We're doing a lot of sensory play. I bought a big builder's tray like we do at work, and I've just filled it with lots of different things, so he's loved playing with that. He likes his little cars and all that little wooden toys that my mum's bought, like little wooden shaped sorters. I think he just really likes the feel of the wood on his teeth at the moment. Whilst he plays, he is also sitting up, so he will sit and play for quite a while. He is there, but sometimes if something really distracts him, or he loses his balance, which can happen quite often, he will just like tilt back or fall to the side, and then he will just lie there like a starfish until you go and pick him up. So I have tried to like help him, like encourage him to try and sit up on his own or roll to the side, but he's not got that yet. He just likes to starfish and cry. He is such a social little boy. He is currently in nursery. I think I've mentioned this in his other video. But yes, he just does a Monday morning because, like I said, we're new down here. We haven't got any family around or friends really to look after him. So yeah, just a Monday morning, just so he has a break from me, I get a break from him, and he actually has some kind of, not really a routine, but he has some kind of social interaction. He is, from that I've noticed as well that he's so social. He in the street, when people walk past him, if they say something to him, he kind of looks to me first, and then he'll look at them and frown, or he'll smile and talk to them. So it's really quite nice to see that he's not as shy, and he doesn't cry and get upset. His hair is still growing. It's still a little bit thin on top, but it's really coming in at the back, but he's still got like the odd really long hair. You'll just be like sat playing with him, and you notice that just one hair on his head is like standing up like straight, and it's just one. It's really random. He's just still got his big beautiful blue eyes. Everybody comments on those, especially like all the older people. They're like, look at your eyes. Yeah, when people make a fuss over him, he will give them a big smile for that. Along with being quite social, we've noticed that he really has taken quite a liking to animals. Like I said, I work with children, but I work with more older children, around the 2 to 3 age group, and I've just never kind of experienced babies, especially at this age. And I don't know if it's normal or not. Maybe some people's babies are like this, maybe other babies are quite cautious, but we've noticed that he absolutely loves animals. My parents have all got pets, and we're renting, so we unfortunately can't have any, but he loves any kind of animal. We like the ducks at the park, obviously, like all children love that, but he is obsessed with my mum's dog. Whenever she comes down, she brings the dog, and Didier will follow her around. Obviously we don't let her get too close, because even though I know that my mum's got dog, she's like a golden retriever, she wouldn't touch him. We just, you know, you can never trust animals really. We don't let him too close to her, but he adores her. He will literally he loves touching her and smoothing her, just watching her. He'll point, he just gets so excited when he sees her. And we really need to take him to the zoo. Down here in the Cotswolds, there's a Cotswolds wildlife place, so we're going to take him there at some point. But we're also just trying to plan a trip back up to Chester. It's still now about a 3-hour drive away. But obviously, as we've just moved from Chester, it's still a bit sore thinking about it, but we really want to take him to Chester Zoo. And but of course it will just take a bit of planning, because we want to go and see friends, we want to stay overnight, and so at the moment that's just going to have to be put on hold. But I can't wait to take him to see all the animals at Chester Zoo. Not just because it was also where me and Muppy had our first date, so it's going to be really sweet actually to take him somewhere that we had our first date and then come back all these years later when we've actually got a baby. Along with the animals, he also adores just being outside. Obviously he was born in January, so throughout the summer months we have just been outside, whether it be at the park, just having walks. We've got a National Trust membership, so we are constantly at all these National Trust places in the gardens, taking picnics there. And if you haven't seen any of my other videos, but we have done a lot of camping this year. And he has loved it. Some of my friends just think you are mental taking a 6-month-old camping. I think he was 6 months when we started going, but he has loved it. When we would arrive at the campsite, we would just put a picnic blanket down and just pop him on it, and he would just sit there and play with the grass, the leaves. He would watch us. You could just see him frowning, like looking all around, like, where am I? He is probably not used to that, as we are renting a lovely house, but it hasn't got a garden. It's just got a tiny little courtyard with no grass. So, of course, all this kind of new sensory stuff, he really does engage in with it, and it was so lovely to watch him all through the summer while we were camping. So I think that's pretty much it for his 7-month update. I'm really sorry that he's not here. I'm really upset that none of my other footage was usable, because it was really nice to actually put him in at the end so you could see how he's grown, but unfortunately the clips will have to do. If you did like this video, I would love it if you could like this video, subscribe to my channel, and always please leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments, even if it's just to say hi or any kind of video suggestions that you would like to see. I know that when I was pregnant I loved watching these things, and even now, like I mentioned in my last video, I still love to watch these. It just gives you a bit of a peace of mind. I know I'm not 100% professional. I'm still, like I said before, I'm still filming on my iPhone. I have tried a camera, but let's just not get into that. But at the moment it's just for me and kind of for other people, but I can't wait to watch back on these. My only kind of regret is that I started so late. I mean, 3 months update, like a 3-month update isn't that late, but I'm kind of glad that I got, you know, from 3 months, but I really wish that I'd started from birth. But there we are. I can't wait until we have a next one in a few years maybe, and I can start afresh from there. But once again, thank you so much for being here, and make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.